Well, we're getting ready for what promises to be an absolutely fantastic final in the Junior X30 category. It's been a very exciting weekend up to this point, with several drivers having their taste at the front, and it's going to be a particularly exciting challenge to see who gets that final victory. Alex Lloyd and Delano Van Toff were the winners yesterday. Today, it's been about this man on pole position, the Belgian ace, Sam Balota. So let's see how he is preparing for this race. Sam? Good weekend so far here in Wackersdorf, on pole position, third in the championship. It's all go from here.
Yeah, man, my team did a good job. I'm hoping for a good win.
So what's going to be the key factor here? Do you need to control tyres, or do you just need to see what the race is doing around you?
Just looking after the tires.
Okay, well hopefully it's going to be another good race for you, and we'll see you on that podium later. Good luck, Sam.
Thank you.
So it is going to be a very tough day at the office. Delano Van Toff appears to be missing for the moment, so we'll try and have a word with a few others. Let's talk to the current championship leader, Lewis. This hasn't been a straightforward weekend, let's put it this way. You've been fighting your way back from the midfield, but you're back in third place, so time to go and grab another win.
Yeah, it's been tough this weekend, qualifying 15th, but we got there in the end.
This is always going to be a very tough challenge because there are so many good drivers around you, but the way you've been working your way through the pack, you've just been picking off cards one after the other. Does it get any easier?
Well, not really. Just trying to take my time, just trying to find the place where I can just go faster.
The consolation, I guess, at the moment is that your main championship rival is about 3 rows behind you. So I guess it's basically focusing on this guy and this guy up on the front end.
Yeah, it's just about getting points, really.
Fair enough. Okay, well, good luck, Lewis. Have a good one. So let's talk to the man who's been on fire for most of the weekend, it has to be said. Never lower than the top 3 over the first 2 days of action, Alex. A difficult pre-final, but you're still in the top 5, so there's every chance you can still win this one.
Well, it's just unfortunate we didn't get the result we needed for that, but we're still up the front, so we can get the win maybe.
And let's be fair, over the course of Friday and Saturday, you were absolutely lightning round here, so all you've got to do is get back to that sort of form, and none of those guys in front of you will see which way you went.
No, I'm just going to get up there, get the points we need for the championship and get the win.
Okay, well, good luck, Alex. Have a great race.
Thank you.
There's a few more drivers making their way down. Obviously, quite a few of them are already sat in position as they get ready for the action. Just before he puts his helmet on, I want to have one quick word with the man who needs a little bit of credence for what he did in qualifying. Zach, we're still all reeling from your qualifying masterstroke on Friday when you were the only one who went out on slicks. But you've proved that you deserve to be at the front, because all the way through the weekend, you've stayed in the top 10 throughout.
Yeah, we started struggling a bit, but I think that's just because our tyres were a bit worn out.
And to be fair, you guys have always been right near the front. You and your teammate, Liam McNeely, are right in the sharp end. Can we see you guys get to the podium?
Yeah, hopefully. If I get up to Liam, we can push together.
Good job. Have a great race.
Thank you.
So this is going to be a very tough one for the drivers here. We've got so many top talents in this grid. There might just be time, actually, to go and grab a word with the man who has now re-emerged on that front row of the grid. We'll quickly try and get in there before we're called off. That is the 3-minute board, so not this time, unfortunately. I'm sure we'll speak to Delano a little bit later on, because the way his form is currently, he should be able to be in a good enough position to battle for that top 3 once again. So this is going to be very tough once again, because we've got, for my money, on paper, about 12 drivers who could be on the podium from this race. At least 7 of them in that top end have a chance to win. You've only got to look at this front end of the grid to see Sam Balota and Delano Van Toff up the front end. Lewis Gilbert, championship leader, in there alongside Josh Radican. Alex Lloyd and Erbelts Moore, who's been on an absolute roller coaster ride this weekend, totally deserves to be in that top 6. Alicia Barrett's been having a great weekend for Fusion there in the top 10 as well, alongside Liam McNeely. And Marty Boyer alongside the 46 of Ronald Patrick Hackler. This is going to be a very interesting battle from the top 10, and any one of those guys at the sharp end could be stood on the podium at the end of this race. The final race of the weekend then for the X30 juniors. This is the big one, and the fans are in position. This is the one they've all come to see. So now it's time to get the battle royale underway. Sam Balota and Delano Van Toff on the front row from Lewis Gilbert and Josh Radican. Alex Lloyd and Herberts Moore on the third row from Alicia Barrett and Liam McNeely. Marty Boyer and Ronan Patrick-Akala in 10th position. Then it is Zach Ripley and Linus Janssen from Rimo Kadapik and Gilles Statsbader. Jozef Spinkovic and Victor Pardo are next from Max Meyer and Alex Ivanov. Manus Gamansandai and Enzo Juliet from Khaled Saab and Helen Nerdini. Then Torben Grundal and Fredrik Jakobsen with Enon Reshepi and Jort Kuna, Vincent Andronako and Sam Bolatska, Tazanapol and Trafuvazak and Wilgot Edqvist from Tom Levin, Ken Oscar Algra and Josh Rowledge at the back. So now they're going to have to fight their way through. For those who are just wondering, Josh Rowledge at the back after transgressing the rules after the pre-final and was put to the back. But as I said to him as he came onto the grid, nothing to lose now, buddy. Just go for it. So the driving standards have been pretty good all the way through the weekend for the Junior X30s, but this is the race where everything is going to count. The big point score is coming from this one, and the drivers are going to be absolutely on it as they try and grab some good points. For Lewis Gilbert, this is a golden opportunity, and he knows it. Third on the grid with Balota and Van Toff in front of him. Ratican, Lloyd and Herberts Moore right behind. Marty Boyer's got a lot of work to do in this one, and Lewis Gilbert has gained good ground in the championship after scoring 32 points in that last race compared to 26 points for Marty Boyer. So he's gained a good 8 points in that last race alone. So now there's a chance that he can move up even further. But Sam Balota is going to be hard to beat, as is Delano Van Toff. Josh Ratican has got himself into exactly the place he wanted to and is having probably the best weekend of his racing career since his accident. Could he see himself on the podium where he belongs once more? So Balota, Van Toff, Gilbert, Radican, Lloyd, Moore, Barrett, McNeely, Boyer and Hackler. They come out of the final turn. This is where it's all about to go a little bit more intense. Here we go. Race start. Let's race at Wackersdorf. Great start from Balota. Gilbert's going to get a good start too into second position, and Lloyd's going to go with him into third place. Barrett's gone through as well into fourth, and Marty Boyer's gone through into fifth. Everybody from that side in the top 10 has emerged in the top 5. Perfect start for the odd side of the grid. Balota, Gilbert, Lloyd, Barrett and Boyer, and then it's Van Toff. And oh my goodness, there's all sorts of carnage and pandemonium at turn 4. So many karts going off the circuit there. It looks like Liam McNeely has come together with Rimo Kadapik. Oh, sorry, that's Ronan Hackler. So just outside the top 10. And we've got Enon Reshepi off there in the grass as well. That was about 7 or 8 karts getting involved in that one. Most of them have managed to recover. Enzo Juliet, Josh Rowledge, the 80 of Sambalatska in there as well. 83, sorry, I should say, of Sambalatska. Actually, that might have been Fredrik Jakobsen in the Haasa car. So let's see how they come through at the end of this lap. But at the moment, it is Balota in front of Gilbert, but not for long. Gilbert and Lloyd have both got through. Gilbert leads, Lloyd second. Absolutely brilliant. And now Gilbert has got to try and defend from Lloyd, who now has a bit of battle from Balota. But up the order comes Delano Van Toff. Van Toff has come through into fourth place, past Alicia Barrett. So it's Van Toff and Barrett in fourth and fifth position. This is easily Alicia Barrett's finest ever performance. I've been watching her for a few years now, since her days in the old FKS Championship, and this is a fine run. But there goes Herberts Moore into fifth position. This is also his best weekend in the championship, and certainly the best I've ever seen Herberts Moore drive. But here comes Marty Boyer onto the back of Alicia Barrett. Van Toff is going for Sam Balota into third position. So Gilbert's in the lead, second is Lloyd, third is Delano Van Toff. Sam Balota down to fourth position. Herberts Moore is fifth, then it's Barrett, Marty Boyer, and in there in eighth place, that is Liam McNeely from Ripley, Radican, Pardo, Meyer, Ivanov and Saab. Into lap 3 of 15. Lewis Gilbert and Alex Lloyd, 1 and 2 at the moment. Van Toff into third from Balota, then it's Herberts Moore, Alicia Barrett. And then it's Marty Boyer and Liam McNeely, who's having a really good run this weekend. A solid effort from Liam McNeely, always towards the top 6, if not necessarily immediately in it. Here comes Radican at the inside of Ripley, and he gets through into 9th place. So Gilbert is your leader from Lloyd, Van Toff, Balota in 4th position. 5th place from the man there, Herberts Moore, who's having an absolutely cracking run. Alicia Barrett's got Marty Boyer breathing down her neck at the moment. pushing very hard indeed as they come through. But Lewis Gilbert is out in front. Second place, Alex Lloyd. Third place, Delano Van Toff. And Alex Lloyd's going to go for broke and take the lead into the turn 2. Brilliant move from Lloyd once again. He's so good at that pendulum swing into turn 2, and he's made it stick. Delano Van Toff's got through in a second, but Lotus tried to get through past Lewis Gilbert, and I think the only thing he's done there is risk a nose cone penalty because he ended up getting a bit too forceful there for my liking. But Herbalt's more into 5th position. Sam Balota still going for it. 6th place is Alicia Barrett. And it's Marty Boyer there in 7th place. So Gilbert's still very much in control of the championship lead at the moment. But Alex Lloyd is reigniting his championship ambitions here with the lead of the race in front of Delano Van Toff. Van Toff is going to have a look at him. Lloyd is moving to cover nicely in that final hairpin. He just moves a couple of inches across, and that's enough to stop the Dutchman coming through. But now they've got the run up to turn 2. And here comes Van Toff and Gilbert. But Lothar tries to get through as well. But Lloyd shuts the door. And now Lloyd straight back on the inside of Gilbert. Great retaliation from Lloyd. Doesn't work on this occasion, but that shows how steely nerved he's going to be today. Alex Lloyd right in the mix there, trying to get the victory out of this race, pushing very hard indeed and still going for it. So a great battle up front, a few retirements unfortunately. Ellen Reshepi and Sam Balatska so far the only ones out of the race. Josik Sminkovic and Ronan Hakala both managed to get going again, as did Rimo Kanapik after their involvement in that first lap incident. Also, Juliet is recovering well, and so too is Tobin Grundal and Josh Rowledge. Fredrik Jakobsen in the mix of that lot as well. So a lot of drivers involved in that incident, but they're now making their way further back. But Delano Van Toff is the race leader. Lewis Gilbert in 2nd place. Alex Lloyd in 3rd in front of Sam Balota. This is going to be such a battle in the final here at Wackersdorf. And it's not even half over yet. 5 done, 10 to go. Here comes Balota up the inside of Alex Lloyd. Gets into 3rd position for the moment. So Balota positions his car nicely there into turn 4 and gets the move. That's given Gilbert and Van Toff a bit of a break. Lewis Gilbert and Delano Van Toff now battling. Can the Dutchman get his first final victory of the season? So far it's been about Lewis Gilbert at Salbris, and at Marienborg it was Enzo Juliet. Can it be Delano Van Toff this time? Gilbert reeling him down into the braking zone for the hairpin. Balota still 3rd, Lloyd in 4th, Moore in 5th, then it's Barrett and Boyer. And in 8th place still Liam McNeely. No, that's Zach Ripley now, my apologies, in front of Josh Radican, Max Meyer and Liam McNeely in front of Victor Pardo, who's coming up well. Great racing. Behind Pardo it is Saab, Ivanov, Stadsbader, Algra, Nureddini, Leben, Kuhn, Janssen, Edqvist and Germansendai. Marty Boyer sets the new fastest lap of the race in his bid to close up on Alicia Barrett. And Lewis Gilbert's trying to get on with this and move away from the drivers behind, working with Delano Van Toff to build a gap. And hopefully with 2 laps to go, he will have his opportunity to start battling. But the gap is definitely getting smaller between him and the 3rd place man, Sam Balota. He may need to go for the overtake because clearly this is not working. And Delano Van Toff, to a certain extent, you could argue is holding him up somewhat. So Lewis Gilbert trying to make that bid to come past the Dutchman. It's not going to be a simple race victory for whoever wins it. And now Gilbert is going to try up the inside of Van Toff. Sweet as a whistle up the inside there and takes the lead. No problem at all for the man from Del Rye. So Lewis Gilbert, the Scotsman, the flying Scotsman in this class, into the lead once again. Delano Van Toff in 2nd, Sam Balota in 3rd, Alex Lloyd in 4th from Herbaltsmoor and Alicia Barrett. Marty Boyer still in 7th place, unable to move forward. Sam Balota, fastest lap of the race, as he now tags onto the back of Delano Van Toff. Gilbert's got a bit of a gap between himself and the Dutchman, so if Sam Balota's hungry, he may start battling Delano for 2nd place, which would be heaven sent for the KR Sport driver in the lead. But Alex Lloyd is still there in 4th position, trying to shake off Herbaltsmoor, who is having the race of his season here in 5th position as he makes a lunge to go for Alex Lloyd. His confidence must be sky high in the FA Racing kart in 5th position. Alicia Barrett's having a good run there as well. Her best of the season in 6th position. So let's see if she can make more progress. Marty Boyer still can't quite keep with her at the moment. Where are their teammates? Well, Max Meyer is still in there at the moment in 10th position, making the lunge up the inside of Josh Ratigan and gets through. So Max Meyer is up to 9th position on the back of Zach Ripley. How about this for a a front-running scrap, because Gilbert's got a bit of space over Balota, who is now into 2nd. Balota's got through into 2nd place on Delano Van Toff. I didn't see where he got that done, apologies, but Balota is through into 2nd, and now Lloyd is through into 3rd, Moore's through into 4th, assisted by Barrett, and Mari Boyer's going to sweep past both of the Fusion karts. Brilliant move there. Alicia Barrett's going to get back down the inside of Marty Boyer. Closes off Delano Van Toff's route to come back through. And that's given Lewis Gilbert a little bit of a gap over Sam Balota. Alex Lloyd through into third place. Erbelt's Moore to fourth. Up to fifth comes Barrett. Up to sixth comes Delano Van Toff up the inside of Marty Boyer. Superb racing, and what great driving this is from Alicia Barrett and Erbelt's Moore. Erbelt's Moore up into fourth. Fifth is Alicia Barrett. Marty Boyer can't quite handle Delano Van Toff at the moment. And this is a brilliant moment for Lewis Gilbert, who's got a bit of a gap between himself and the man in third in the championship coming into this weekend, Sam Balota. Alex Lloyd is still there in third. Fourth is Erbelt's Moore. Fifth is Alicia Barrett. Sixth is Delano Van Toff. Seventh is Marty Boyer from Zach Ripley, Max Meyer. And who's it going to be in 10th? Is it going to be McNeely or Ratican? It's going to be McNeely for the moment. Josh Ratican's going to get back on the inside and take it back from him. But great racing. Sam Balota still trying to chase after Lewis Gilbert. Slightly quicker than the Scotsman at the moment over that last lap. So it's Gilbert, Balota, Lloyd, Barrett, Moore, Van Toff, Boyer, Ripley, Meyer, Ratican, McNeely, Pardo, Saab, Stadtbader, Levin, Algra, Nerdini, Ivanov, Enquist and Kuhn. So the battle still raging at the front end between these two as Lewis Gilbert and Sam Balota are trying to stretch out their lead over the rest of the field. Alex Lloyd's in third with a little bit of time with Alicia Barrett is into fourth place. Barrett has got her way into fourth position now past Erbelt's Moore. Could she get the podium now? She's really starting to reel in Alex Lloyd. This could potentially be a podium finish for Alicia Barrett. She's having an amazing weekend and she's really getting her elbows out. She's not being intimidated by anybody this time. So Alicia Barrett stepping up to the plate and doing a grand job. Here comes Van Toff on the inside of Erbelt's Moore. Marty Boyer's going to get through past his countryman as well. Great sweeping pass there by Van Toff and of course by Marty Boyer. But Alicia Barrett's not done yet in third and fourth position. She's going after Alex Lloyd. And there's a good chance that Alicia Barrett might be able to rile in Alex Lloyd. She's going very quickly indeed here. Through the S's. Right, left. Gilbert and Balota still in good position. Alicia Barrett is there in fourth position. Reading the situation nicely. Alex Lloyd a little bit sluggish out of the hairpin. Here comes Barrett for third position. Alicia Barrett gets into third position. If she stays there, she's going to be the first woman to get on the finals podium in the IAME X30 European Series in 2018. Barrett is having a field day. Lloyd is still there in fourth. Here comes Van Toff. Lloyd's going to go straight back up the inside of Barrett. What a move from Alex Lloyd to get back into third place. Barrett is still down in fourth place again then. Delano Van Toff in fifth, Boyer in sixth, seventh is Erbelt's Moore. What a battle this is for third place, and any one of these five drivers could get there. Thrilling battle. Gilbert and Balota have got a well way ahead of these guys now. Boyer goes up the inside of Van Toff. It doesn't work. He's had to back out of it, and that's given Erbelt's Moore a bit of a run on his countryman. Van Toff is going to really struggle to stay with Lloyd and Barrett at this rate because Boyer and Erbelt's Moore are struggling to battle. Moyer goes for the inside of Marty Boyer and gets through. No problem at all there. Marty Boyer's going to try and switch back on the inside. It doesn't work as Max Meyer tries to go on the inside of Zach Ripley. And now we've only got 2 laps to go. For Gilbert and Balota, it looks like job done. But this is going to be a really exciting battle between the two of them as Balota is still very, very good here. So let's see who is going to be third. It's a very close battle between Alex Lloyd and Alicia Barrett. We've got double waved yellows because there's carts off on the far side. That looks like Ratican and Meyer. I think Ratican and Meyer have come together there. So that is a real shame, unfortunately, for Josh Ratican and Max Meyer, who are battling over 9th place. So the pair of them have unfortunately come off the road at turn 2 and got going again. But what about this as Marty Boyer is trying to hang on to 6th position with a fine-tooth comb from Erbelt's Moore. Liam McNeely and Zach Ripley, the teammates, are close together as well. But into the final lap comes Lewis Gilbert. He's got 0.2 of a second, nearly 3 on Sam Balota as Alex Lloyd is trying to protect that third place from Alicia Barrett. Barrett trying to get on the inside, not able to get through. Lloyd is still protecting that inside line with gusto. There goes Van Toff, past one, past the other. Van Toff into third position. What a move from the Dutchman. But it's not done between these three yet. I have a feeling this is going to go right down to the wire between these three. Lewis Gilbert is hanging on in front of Sam Balota, and it looks like from having started 15th for the heats yesterdays, charging back to 6th for this one, Gilbert is going to get the job done in front of Balota. He's got one corner to go. The Belgian is right there. He cannot afford to ease up. This is going to be a sweet moment. The man from Dalry has done it again. Lewis Gilbert wins at Wackersdorf. Oh, yes. The Scotsman has done it in fine style. Once more from Sam Balota. Delano Van Toft comes through to third position from Alex Lloyd and Alicia Barrett. What a showdown. Absolutely magic. Marty Boyer hangs on for 6th position. Erbeltsmoor does a magnificent job for 7th place. Zach Ripley, Liam McNeely and Khaled Saab in the top 10. But what a performance from Lewis Gilbert. Absolutely astonishing from the second row of the grid. He went up, he went down, he went all around, but what a win for Lewis Gilbert. The championship leader extends his lead going to the final round of the championship at Castelletto. Balota and Van Toft join him on the podium from Lloyd and Barrett. What a drive from those two. Boyer in 6th, Moore in 7th from Ripley, McNeely and Khaled Saab. Then it's Tom Leben and Helen Nadini from Victor Pardo, Gilles Statsbader, Wilgert Edqvist, Linus Janssen, Manus Gummonsson-Dye, Alex Ivanov and Tazanapol Intrafubazak breaking into the top 20 at last. Vincent Adranako, Jord Kuhn, Ken Oscar Algra, Max Meyer and Josh Rowledge from Josh Radican, Enzo Juliet, Remo Kadapik, Frederick Jakobsen, Torben Gröndal,